We had a slight issue while recording this episode, so it ends a little bit abruptly, but please enjoy it anyway.
Welcome back to Truth Be Told. Dwight's here with me, or I'm here with him. My name is Max, by the way. Yeah. And we're back. We have an episode before this, but we were off for a little bit. So welcome back with us again. And what are we talking about again?
Yeah, we're going to talk about the Holy Spirit again, and how that He resides within us, and when does that happen? How does that happen? And what are examples of that happening? And how, who is the Holy Spirit? And and so the answer to that, very simply, He's God, right? And equal with the Father, equal with the Son. And when we invite Jesus into our life, then the Spirit of Jesus, the Spirit of Christ, the Spirit of life, the Holy Spirit, the Spirit of God, all of those words, all of those names are given for Him, but He comes with Him, because Jesus said to His disciples, He said, I'm not going to leave you comfortless. I'm going to give you a paraclete. And the word paraclete that is there, we use it for helper, we use it for a comforter, but it's one who comes alongside of us. And so the Holy Spirit comes within us to indwell, and to come alongside of us in this journey. And so when we receive Jesus, we receive His Spirit right then within us. And Jesus said, when He's come, He'll lead you, He'll guide you, He'll instruct you, He'll teach you, and he'll cause you to remember the things that you've already known. And so the Spirit of God comes within us. He resides within us, and He doesn't come and go.
Yeah, it's permanent.
Yeah. So the word abide, He will abide within you, right? And so He's coming within there. And there's for those that are the children of God, there's absolutely nothing that they can do that causes the Holy Spirit to leave. Now, we can grieve, or we can quench the Holy Spirit by some of the things that we do, and in the midst of that, He may become quiet within us. And David in the Old Testament said, "Lord, don't take your Holy Spirit from me."
So quenched. Okay, I'll let you finish that.
Yeah. And so David was always in the Old Testament, the Holy Spirit used to come upon them, and then He would leave. But in the New Testament, through the teaching of the New Testament, the teaching of Jesus and so on, is that He comes to abide within us. He resides within us. He doesn't come upon us. He lives within us. He empowers us. He indwells us, and He comes. The purpose that He's coming within us is to make us like Jesus. One of His things that He does, that He sanctifies us. He sets us apart from our sin and sets us apart for God. And that's a progressive thing from the time that we believe. And as we surrender our lives, we talked in the last episode a little bit about keeping these rooms away from Him, but as we surrender our life and we say, God, you can have the whole building, my whole life, every area of my life. You can have my marriage. You can have my job. You can have my friendships. You can have every area of my life there. And versus giving Him a little bit and say, okay, you can live there. Yeah. And so He comes within us to indwell us, to live within, and to reside within us. And He doesn't leave when we sin.
Right. Yep.
He convicts us of our sin, and what's He doing? He's making
exposing it,
and making us more like Jesus. And going back, if you haven't lost your question or your thought on that,
your question. Well, question, I guess. The quenched question. Quench. When you said quench the Holy Spirit, what does that mean? Say if I was to do that, what would that mean?
Quench means to put the fire out.
Okay.
Okay, so
Okay.
you got a fire burning, and you go get you go get a big jug of water and you throw it on top of it. And so, how do we do that? Well, we do that by doing things that are not pleasing to God, right? And we can grieve the Holy Spirit, and we can quench the Holy Spirit. We can grieve and quench the Holy Spirit by the things that we do that are wrong, right? So, the Spirit of God is speaking to us. We're starting down a road, and He's saying, "No, this is not a road for you." And we go, "No, I'm going to persist in this." And so we grieve and quench the Holy Spirit. We can do it by the things that we do, and also we can do by the things that we don't do, right?
Because if he's saying do this and we don't do it, then we're not actively working with him.
Yeah. And so we're putting out the fire, and and you can feel that. So when he tells us, there's something in our life that does not, that's sin. What's sin? Well, it doesn't look like Jesus, right? And so we're doing that, and we put the fire out, and we go in our lives,